It's going to be a shit show, honey. Just so you know that. And the goal of the show tonight is to gain subscribers. You need to say that kind of shit. Whew, so nervous. I feel like that may be a little loud for the video.
Oh, I was just going through.
Awesome. We don't know who they are, do we? That's exciting. So we got Bob, Carol, and Jimmy.
We don't mess around. Hey, do that.
You can, and
You're not going to do that?
I probably not. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Cask 529. I'm Brian. I'm joined tonight with my friend Andy, and we are going to make some fabulous cocktails tonight.
Yeah.
Is that the good adjective, Andy? Fabulous?
Extraordinary, fabulous, wonderful.
See, if I'd have said extraordinary, you'd have been like,
I
no,
would have
they're
said
fabulous.
Now, but cocktails, the whole point of cocktailing, especially at home, is that you get to enjoy making them yourselves and sharing them with your honey or your friends, that sort of thing. But cocktailing in general is kind of lost on a lot of people these days. I don't know why, unless it's because a lot of bartenders really don't know how to make the old school cocktails. But
Right.
You would go to dinner, you'd have a cocktail before your meal, then you'd have a cocktail with your meal, then maybe an after dinner aperitif or dessert cocktail. See, I know people don't do that anymore that much. So tonight we're going to dive into just making some cocktails.
So before we get started, and I didn't tell you I was going to do this, but I've got one question.
Okay.
I was watching a show from one of our followers the other night, and they were discussing cocktails. And then one guy said, well, what's the difference between a mixed drink and a cocktail? And they had all kind of answers. And I thought about it, and I was like, I think I know, but I'm really not sure. So once I was done watching them, their show was over, I Googled it. What's the difference between a mixed drink and a cocktail?
I don't know. Sounds like
You don't know?
Semantics to me.
You don't know?
What's the difference between a mixed drink and
Okay,
a
so
cocktail?
a mixed drink is like a Jack and Coke or a Captain and Coke. Two ingredients is a mixed drink.
It's two things.
When you get to three or more,
It's a cocktail.
all of a sudden it's a cocktail.
Really?
So we've got like some mega cocktails here tonight, I think.
We do. Why don't we share with everybody what we're going to be making this evening?
Okay, that'd be a fabulous idea.
I'll go first. We're going to start with a Cosmopolitan.
And then we're going to do a Harvey Wall.
Banger! Harvey Wallbanger. Yes, sir. Slow, comfortable screw.
I knew you were going to intro that one. Then we're going to do a slow gin fizz.
That's right. And then a very, very simple, basic tequila sunrise.
And I know Sean is looking forward to that.
And the thing that enhances a tequila sunrise is the quality of the tequila.
Awesome.
All right.
Okay.
Then what?
We're going to do a martini.
A martini that I learned to make from a fella that I mentored with many, many years ago. He was an old school bartender that worked at the Biltmore in Dayton, Ohio, and I learned a lot of his cocktailing secrets and tips.
And I know we're going back many, many years, Andy.
Yeah.
And Andy has done a little bit of everything. Like, I'm amazed every time we talk about things we've done. This guy used to be a bartender. Used to own his own bar.
A couple bars.
Couple bars.
Yeah.
So, what better guy could I have
Taverns.
back
I call
here?
them taverns.
Well, back then.
No, because we serve food. You know.
Yeah, well, back then.
All right.
Tavern
Neighborhood
was
kind of stuff.
Probably the name. That's what people called them.
They're taverns. They were taverns.
I know I wasn't old enough to drink. Probably wasn't even around yet, Danny. Okay, so after the martini.
We're going to make a special Manhattan called the Cask 529 Manhattan, and you'll want to take notes. In fact, you could take notes. You get some pen and paper, and write down some of these ingredients that we're going to be sharing with you this evening, because you might want to try these out on your friends or yourself first, and then what?
Also, though, along those lines, on these lives, you guys can always go back and watch the recorded version. It will be on our channel. So if you miss something, no worries.
No worries.
Okay, then we're going to make an old-fashioned.
Yes, we are.
From there.
It's a traditional old-fashioned, because what has happened over the decades is many houses and bartenders have kind of developed their own Manhattans and their own old fashioned. But this harkens back to an original old fashioned from like the 30s, 40s.
It'll be good. I know that.
Yeah,
and then we're going to wrap
something new.
We're going to wrap the night up with a drink that Andy recently introduced to me. It's called a Ron Zacapa Daiquiri. Ron Zacapa, that is actually the name of the rum we use.
Yeah.
And this daiquiri. It's not a frozen daiquiri.
Nope.
This is a true knock your socks off daiquiri.
It is fabulous. Like you said,
I don't know how many more
top
times
of the
I'm
segment.
do that tonight, but right now we're good.
Hey. All right. So, where do you want to start? You want to start with the Cosmo?
Well, I mean, you put the drinks in order, and that's where you had it.
All right. So this is very simple. Here, take that.
Okay.
And we're going to start with the first ingredient.
Look at that. I can be a bartender.
Pretty talented guy. And incidentally, we're not doing ounces. Okay, the ounces is too objective. We're going to go with a more subjective approach. We're going to call our ingredients parts, like 1 part vodka, 2 parts this, 1.5 parts of that, because ounces is like, let's say you want to make more than 2 or 3 cocktails, so you got to. So we're going to call them parts. 1 part vodka, and tonight here you go. Here's your vodka. You need to put 1.5 ounces. And incidentally, there's always been some debate over what is officially a shot. Is it an ounce? Is a shot an ounce? No, in the United States, actually, a true shot is 1.5 ounces. I just want to share that with you. So if you go into a place and say, I want to double whatever, it better look like 3 ounces. And 3 ounces looks a lot different than 2 ounces. It really does. So here we go. We're going to go 1 part, and I don't care. Put 2 ounces in there.
So that's not really a part.
2 ounces is a part for this drink.
You just said 1.5 ounces was a part.
No, I said it's a shot. Okay, so there's 1 part vodka.
So there's.
All right, now triple sec. We like the DeKuyper triple sec.
How many ounces of that?
1.5 parts of DeKuyper triple sec, or any kind of triple sec. But
so that's how many ounces you want to fill me in?
You poured 2 ounces of the vodka,
and that was a part. So I'm putting 3 ounces of this in there.
I'm gonna knock you out, man.
Go get good tonight, guys.
So, how's it? How are you?
Thanks for joining us.
All right.
Hold on, I got to put another half a part in there.
Well, you okay? Okay. What? I thought you had 1.5 measure in there. No.
Well, then it's a little heavy on the triple sec.
It's okay. We don't care. And that's it. That's the joy.
That's the beauty of it.
And beauty
folks.
of making your own cocktails. You know, you can't. If it tastes good, you didn't screw it up. That's the way I look at it. Right?
Okay, we'll go with that.
Okay, cranberry juice.
Cranberry juice.
Cranberry juice. This lovely red squeezy thing here.
How many parts of that you want?
That's going to be about a half part, between a half part and an ounce. What are you laughing at?
Bryan used to work in an ounce.
It just seems to me, folks, that it'd be easier to call it ounces.
Okay, man, I'll go with ounces.
I mean, I'm just throwing that out there. That sure is a fancy way to pour cranberry juice. Andy brought that.
That needs a little salt palmetto or something. That was coming out kind of slow. Anyway, now you need about
It was thick.
a quarter ounce of where are we at here? Lime juice.
Lime juice.
Yeah,
Quarter ounce.
or if you want to be more citrusy, then put more lime juice in. Again, you know, you might have a preference. You want it to be more citrusy, less citrusy, you know, whatever.
I'm going to go with a quarter because you said a quarter.
Do a quarter. Do a quarter.
Maybe a heavy quarter.
Okay. Now, want to put a little ice in there.
Sorry, guys, I'm off camera. Andy got rid of me.
Don't you love that sound?
Andrew, how much of that would you like?
Is that
in
crushed ice?
Yes.
Why are you using the crushed ice? We got to save the crushed ice. Go ahead. That's okay. There's a reason we have crushed ice back here. You'll find out why later. That's perfect. That's enough. Here.
Oh, you go ahead. Do that part.
Now, usually you serve this up. And can I have a martini glass?
Oh, you
or
sure
a cordial glass, any kind of stemware.
You sure can. Here, let me even get you. Look at that.
Okay. Where's the strainer?
Are you serious?
I need a strainer. Oh, that strains. A little strain. Whoop, oh.
Was that stranger or strainer? Look at that. We got our parts right. We got our parts
Little
right.
lime,
Oh, you want a little lime?
little lime thing there. Incidentally, that's the correct color. If it's not pink, mm-mm. If it's too red, no.
Sure.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is a perfect cosmopolitan. Who wants to try it?
Sean is going to have to try it because I can't drink a pink drink.
Okay.
I can't do it. At least not on
Do
camera.
you drink vodka?
Does Sean a drink?
I can't drink vodka. It turns me into an a-hole.
Does a bear shit in the woods?
All right.
Delicious.
Is it?
So that's a 1 thumbs up or 2 thumbs up?
That's a 1 thumbs up.
Just a 1. Okay. She's looked at the menu. She knows what's coming.
Oh, God. Oh, Bryan.
Okay.
That's
let
amazing.
me taste the pink drink.
So, Chris Sandifer,
Yes, Chris.
he's thinking of a cocktail, and he wants a bourbon, a rye, and a wheat count as the cocktail.
We call that a blend cocktail.
What do you think?
You know, if I was a pink drink drinker,
This is a ladies' drink. It is a ladies' drink.
that's dangerous
They're fabulous, aren't
because there's
they? Pretty good.
there's
It's pretty
no,
good.
There's no vodka taste there at all.
No, you know, it tastes like,
You got the
fruit juice.
cranberry. You get the cranberry
Like fruit juice.
Yeah.
yeah, a couple of those, you'll be, it'll knock your deal in the dirt.
Yes, ma'am.
And color, A+.
I've
Excellent.
seen Josh mix drinks that are even prettier than that.
Is that in frame?
They weren't necessarily drinkable, but he can make a pretty color drink.
There we go. All right. I love it.
I want to the image of will be given
Okay. For
later.
okay, Shauna's going to be putting an image on the screen now or later. Now, it's a cocktail shaker set. Since we're doing cocktails tonight, that is what we decided to give away. So you'll be getting a cocktail shaker set
That's so nice of you.
instead of a bottle. Probably people would rather have the bottle, but
I don't know.
it kind of fits
I don't
the
know.
theme.
If people would just get back into making cocktails and expand, it will expand their spirits experience.
Well, and some things, Andy, and I probably wasn't a believer in this until you started making drinks with me. You just can't stir everything. Some things have to be shaken.
Some things do have to, and some things you definitely don't shake
Right, yeah.
because you could bruise them.
Well, we don't want to bruise them.
You don't want to bruise the alcohol.
Don't want to bruise them.
All right.
Not the worst.
So, hey, let's move on. You ready to move on?
Sure.
We know that?
Let's do it.
We're going to move on to what? The Harvey Wall Banger. Okay.
Probably shouldn't holler at the microphone.
Sorry, did that clip? Did that distort?
Yeah, Josh said, "Hey, now easy."
Get one of those tall glasses. It's kind of like a zombie glass. In fact, it resembles a zombie glass. So what we're going to do here? Where's the ice cubes?
Cubes? You want a cube?
I want cubes. Do we have cubes down here?
We have cubes.
All right, we need cubes.
They may not fit in this glass.
Fill that glass with cubes.
Okay.
So you take a tall glass like that.
We're going to have to talk for a few minutes. Shauna's got to get us proper iceage.
Okay, well we can talk about the Harvey Wall Banger. There's all kinds of lore about the origin of the drink. One story is there was a guy named Tom Harvey, and he used to hang out at the Black Bart's bar somewhere out in California.
Black Bart's Bar. Yeah. I just made that up.
Oh, okay. Because I'm thinking, do you really know this? Anyway, some guy named Duke owned this bar. It's called Black Widow, Black something or other. And Tom Harvey used to hang out in there, and he asked his friend Duke to invent a cocktail for him. And did I say that Tom Harvey was a surfer dude?
You did not.
He was a surfer dude.
did.
And hey, man, so he did, and he came up with this drink, which he called the Harvey Wall Banger, because Tom got so liquored up on him one night, he was banging into the walls on his way out. So that could all be a bunch of BS, but anyway. But here's it's a simple drink. What's in the Harvey Wall Banger is basically vodka, orange juice, and the secret ingredient, which we're going to share with you. Actually, the secret ingredient is Galliano.
Thank you.
Galliano. In fact, we're doing a couple cocktails tonight with Galliano in them. All right. We have ice now.
We do.
We're going to fill the
Sorry
glass.
about that, folks. I thought I had everything that
Wow, look at those. You guys make your own ice, don't you?
we do.
That's special. Can you get another one in there?
I don't think so.
All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to pour in 1 part vodka.
1 part vodka.
And for me, a part is 2 ounces.
Okay, so that's the part for this drink.
For me, for when I make cocktails, most upscale restaurants and lounges start their cocktails with 2 ounces.
Okay.
Believe it or not, and they'll charge you for it. So you put that in there, and that's about an 8 ounce. Is that an 8 ounce?
8 ounce.
Yeah. Okay. Looks like it. So there it is. Now,
That the drink? That's it?
no. Fill it to within about half inch, 5/8 of an inch, or 10/16.
Let me get my tape measure.
Yeah.
You know I would.
Jeff at
Little more.
said cheers.
A little more.
Jeff, thanks for joining us.
Little
Cheers
more.
to you, sir. We
Oh,
got that
that's-
sample in the mail. 2 days ago, I think. So thank you for that.
Okay, here's the deal.
I don't know if I'm not authorized. I haven't been trained on using that.
Pour it over the spoon.
It's like holding the damn chopstick, trying to get a hold of it. How much?
About a half an ounce. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, that's it. No laughing.
Okay.
Orange garnish on the rim.
Does that get stirred?
No,
No.
you don't stir this drink. You want that.
Do not
You want
stir.
the essence of the Galliano to remain on top of this drink.
Did you say orange?
Yeah, an orange, half an orange. Yeah, hang it on that.
This or
No, it's like a thing, half of a wheel.
So, Mr. Jones would like to know, what is the price point one pay at a bar for that cocktail?
For this-
these cocktails?
For this cocktail, it's not an expensive cocktail. Maybe $13, $14. If a bartender, knows how, if they have Galliano amongst their labels too. Some places don't even have Galliano.
what may they use if they don't have that?
Nothing. Nothing.
We get the same drink,
Galliano
just without-
Galliano has a very, very interesting flavor. It's like vanilla and berries and fruity, and so it kind of tilts toward the anise side of things.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it can smell kind of licoricey, but it's a delightful flavor. So we're going to set that aside because we're going to be using it later on another cocktail. So do you want to try that?
I'm gonna try it.
Going to try the Harvey Walt Banger. Okay.
Very different.
It's
from
different.
what we had just had.
It is a different cocktail.
I don't know how I feel about that. Really, definitely a lot more vodka forward.
Sure. Well, but I made you put 2 ounces in it too. The actual balance is probably 1 ounce of vodka to about 4 ounces of orange juice. But
Okay.
So do you have a comment on this? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Don't like it.
I like it. It is very different. It kind of reminds me a little bit of that frozen cocktail that they make. Vodka.
I don't know.
Orange choice.
No.
Slurpee is.
No, it's a drink that we used to have back when.
Oh,
So how would you be familiar with it
yeah.
if you weren't old enough to drink?
All right. Well, there it is. Cosmopolitan Harvey Walt Banger. Okay. Our next cocktail
Fortunately, guys, we've moved beyond the Harvey Wallbanger.
to the slow, comfortable screw.
Oh, but wait, there's more.
Yeah. Slow, comfortable screw.
So what kind of a piece of glassware would you like for this cocktail?
Well, a slow, comfortable screw is in a tall glass also.
Okay.
All right. But this time we're going to mix it. We're going to mix the ingredients. We're going to put just only half with ice.
Just half.
Half with ice. Because there's a lot of liquid in this particular drink.
Okay. Okay.
And in the ingredients, folks, vodka, slow gin, Southern Comfort, gin. No, that's a slow gin fizz. Vodka, slow gin, Southern Comfort, and we're going to float a little Galliano on top of this also. So here we go. Like 1 part vodka.
What's the part on this drink? 2 ounces?
You make up your own damn
Oh,
part.
no, I'm not.
No, you just make up your own part. Do 1.5 ounces.
Okay. See, I knew there was an answer.
Do 1.5 ounces.
See, what confuses me is
What?
an ounce is always an ounce. But with your method of madness, a part
Can be anything.
Right. So
It could be 3 ounces.
So it seems to me like you just call it ounces.
But let's say that you're going to make a picture of cosmopolitans.
Right.
All right. So I might do a part as big as 8 ounces of
Right.
vodka. You know,
Okay. What's next, Andrew?
slow gin.
Slow gin.
1 part slow gin. It's over there, right here.
1 part.
Yeah, and slow. It's not SLOW. It's
So
not slow.
So
Slow is a fruit. It's like
So
it's like a plum.
part of the first ingredient, vodka, was 1.5 ounces.
Didn't do an ounce
So
and
we're
a
gonna
half.
do it. It's still gonna be the same part.
Same part, ounce and a half.
Guys, am I
Being difficult, yes.
no, not am I being? Am I making sense? I mean,
We're getting into an argument over ounces and
just
parts.
don't understand.
Really? Really?
Why you wouldn't stick with?
It's easier to use parts if you're a big batch.
Thank you.
But if you're just making a single one, it's easy how many ounces that you know how.
So
Neener,
we're-
neener,
and
neener.
so we're making single ones tonight, right?
Yeah. Slow gin.
Oh, we done with this, aren't we?
Yes. Slow gin.
That doesn't look like slow gin.
I mean, Southern Comfort. You're done with the slow gin. Moving on to Southern
how
Comfort.
much of this would you like, sir?
1 part.
For those following along at home, that'd be 1.5 ounces.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go.
So, Jaden would like to know, what's your favorite rum cocktail? Sorry, I'm obsessed with tiki bars.
My favorite
Got a
rum
tiki bar
cocktail?
right behind you.
The last cocktail we're making this evening is going to be my favorite rum cocktail. And it's the
a good
Ron
one.
Zacapa Daiquiri.
It's a good one.
And it's a good one. You don't want to miss this.
Now I'm going to ask a question when we get to that drink, if I remember it. I don't want to get us off track of this one, but
Okay.
okay. So far, we've got vodka, we've
Yeah.
got slow gin,
Yeah.
we've got
Southern
Southern
Comfort.
Comfort.
Yeah.
What's next?
Pour it in the glass.
Shake or no?
No.
No.
Fill it with orange. Top it with orange juice. Don't top it because we're going to float Galliano on it.
Oh, you good?
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah. We'll float a little Galliano on there.
This bottle is really awkward to pour out of.
Yeah, it is. Oh, you dribbled, man.
I did.
You got to tilt the spoon down and toward the glass more. There you go. Now the side of the glass is sticky. The customer's going to be PO'd because their hand's all sticky.
Well, good news is you're the customer.
Slow gin fizz. I mean, a slow comfortable screw.
And we just started.
A slow comfortable screw is really good. No, it's a good cocktail.
So we need another orange garnish on that.
I'd put an orange garnish on.
That's what I'm going to do.
You know why a garnish is important?
Tell me. Talk to me. Because it makes it look pretty.
The olfactory senses. It picks up, you pick up the essence of the fruit as it goes up your nose, and then it enhances the flavor of the cocktail. Again, cocktailing.
So, Tammy Adams
Hi, Tammy.
would like to know why you pour it over the spoon.
Well, because because you want the guy.
I could have answered that.
Okay, answer it.
Thanks for asking a question that I'm allowed to answer, Tammy. I
Yeah,
appreciate
okay.
that.
All right.
So when you pour it over the spoon, you actually float that liquid, whatever it is you're floating, and that allows it to stay on top of the drink. Now, you don't see it in what we've made, but depending on what you're floating, a lot of times you'll actually be able to you'll see drinks layered, and those ingredients have been floated.
Right. And then when you drink the cocktail, you're drinking it through the float, and that mixture of the float and the ingredients in the cocktail
It's mixing as you drink,
explodes,
basically.
explodes. So You want to taste this before we?
Yeah, let me taste this
Send
since
it over
I've got
to-
ingredients all over the glass.
Andy,
Yes.
great question from Chris.
Hi, Chris.
What are the most versatile ingredients that you should have if, like, you've got a cocktail bar? Like, what ingredients do you have so you can make the most cocktails?
That was a great question, Chris.
Lots of your juices. You got to have all the right juice: lime juice, lemon juice, cranberry juice, orange juice, simple syrup. Those are all the basis of so many of these kinds of cocktails. And then quality liquors. You know, there's a lot to the quality of. What do you think?
I like that one a lot.
You like
Yeah,
the slow
that's,
gin?
That's really good.
Comfortable slow screw. He likes it.
So basically, along those lines, what you're saying is the cocktail's only going to be as good as the ingredients you're using.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, if you pour cheap liquor, if you make a cocktail with cheap liquor, you're going to have a cheap tasting cocktail.
Yep.
These, of course, are all excellent tasting. I know because we're using quality ingredients.
But like what bitters and stuff like that? Because you
You always want to have orange bitters.
Yeah, and regular Angostura bitters.
Angostura bitters. You always have that.
Got to have these guys.
Shauna has a drink, Chris, that she makes. It's a version of an old fashioned. It's a chocolate covered cherry, and so we always carry chocolate. We always have chocolate bitters. So I guess it's a little bit of it depends on what kind of cocktails you want to offer your guests. Simple syrup.
Yeah, we covered that.
Shauna makes all our simple syrup.
Club soda.
Club soda. We always have club soda.
ginger beer.
Ginger beer. We don't use it a lot, but we keep it because there's a couple cocktails that we do make that require ginger beer.
You know, and if you go as far astray as Bloody Marys, I think that's a whole nother set of ingredients
Right.
that you have to have. But we're not going there right now.
So Chris also said that you really need to buy an event. Just saying.
I mean, I could run upstairs and put on a plaid sport
Yeah,
coat.
he's not turning this over to me.
Yeah, we're not doing that. You don't want that. I mean, it's bad enough with supervision.
No. Okay, so we had a one thumb on this, the wall banger.
Oh, one thumb.
One thumb on the wall banger.
One and a half.
One and a half
One
on
and
the
a half
slow
thumber.
comfortable screw.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So now we're going to do some slow gin fizz.
Slow gin fizz. Slow gin fizz. It's going to be made in a tall glass again also.
Another tall glass.
Yep, half with ice. You have to leave room for the ingredients. And incidentally, you're doing a fabulous job
Thanks, Andy.
because as your viewers can tell, the pours that you're doing are exactly filling the glasses correctly.
Well,
That's
it's
a key point.
because I've got the ounces figured out from the parts.
Okay. All right.
I think that's key, really.
Slow gin fizz. You're going to have club soda. You have club soda?
Mm-hmm.
We need club soda.
Pardon me, Andrew.
Sorry. Oh.
Chris said thank you both. He needs to go shopping.
Hey. Oh, and cherries.
Cherries, yeah, and not
Oh.
just any cherries.
Oh.
So another ingredient.
Big tip,
When
big
we
tip
were
here.
talking cheap ingredients, Sean and I used to be under the mindset of cherry's a cherry. Not true. Way not true. So Andy was coming over to a little soiree we were having, a little get together with some friends, and he knew that Sean and I were under the mindset a cherry's a cherry. So he brought us a jar of, I'll let you say it because it'll sound so much better.
Bada bing!
Bada bing cherries.
Bada bing! Hey, forget about
For
it.
a long time, Sean and I put them in the refrigerator, and we said, well, we'll have those when Andy
One
comes.
day.
Because we don't need those. Well, then we started using them, and guess what?
Let's talk about the bada bing cherry
Oh,
compared to like Luxardos. Because most lounges and upscale restaurants use Luxardo cherries. What I find
not good.
Well,
I don't
Super
think.
sweet.
it's a cherry,
They're candy.
It is a cherry.
but they're mushy.
Yeah,
They're mushy.
very
Bada
sweet.
bing, snaps, man. And
Yep.
it's got like almost like a grape. And when that happens, it's like this explosion of flavor.
And it's not tough. It's
No.
not, the skin
No.
is not tough. I mean, you bite right into it, but man, it's just hard to explain.
Yeah, I can't go back. I can't go back to anything else.
So key ingredient, bada bing,
Bada bing,
cherries.
bada bing. Chris. Bada bing. Okay.
Chris, I don't know that you'll find those in any store locally.
Yeah, that's another thing.
For a long time, Sean and I would order those off of Amazon. Is that where you ordered them as well? Somewhere online. You ordered them
Yeah, they were
somewhere
online. I don't know.
We actually
But
found.
in our travels, you can find them in other
Yeah.
places.
Well, when Sean and I go to Lake Erie, we found grocery stores up there and a liquor store that carry a couple of the ingredients we use tonight that you just can't find locally. We can go in the store up there and find them.
Yeah, true story. Okay, we're getting ready to make a slow gin fizz.
Sure.
Ready?
It's going to be tinted red? Is that okay?
Yeah. Oh. Here's the thing about that. You know how you go into like a greasy spoon or grill or something, and they'll cook hamburgers or chicken breasts or pork, everything on the same flat grill. All right, because those flavors, they all kind of like blend into one another, and that's why sometimes that food tastes like different than what you get at home. Okay, so you can use the same mixing cup, which is what we're going to do, because there's a little bit of from the previous cocktail, and that's going to meld into our next drink. I have no problem with that. I think it's just another flavor enhancing kind of thing. Some people will say, "No, man, you got to rinse that out," but I don't. So, 2 ounces of club soda. This is the fizz part.
Slow gin fizz.
Yeah. And then we're going to toss in 1 part of slow gin, or 1.5 ounces, because Brian's being difficult.
Not being difficult.
1.5 ounces of slow gin and 1.5 ounces of gin. Whatever
I got it.
whatever your preference is. Boodles, Beefeater, Botanist, whatever you prefer.
1.5 ounces.
And then gin. What are you using? Botanist tonight. Okay.
Botanist. I'm using Botanist because I showed Andy what I had, and that's what he grabbed.
Yeah.
So he's making it sound like, oh, you're using Botanist. The only thing I really know about gin, guys, is we've got like 4 different bottles under the bar. Because we did do a gin show early on when we were first starting out. And I found that not all gin tastes like Tanqueray, which had me totally against gin. Okay.
Ready? Okay, it's going to throw you. It's going to be 1.5 parts of lemon juice.
Hmm.
So how do you calculate that, Einstein?
I don't know. You just tell me how many ounces you want.
1.5. So we've been doing. So it would be 2. 2. Unless you don't want it that citrusy.
Josh said that he's really glad you're not ordering a part of an ounce.
Josh, you know what I'm up against.
3/4 of an ounce of simple syrup.
Oh, see how easy that was? You went right to ounces.
1.5. I mean, a half part.
I'll just put 3/4
Well,
of an ounce.
because in the way you're approaching this is 1.5 ounces is a part, so I'm going to have to do a half part, and there it is.
Now, guys, you see how well Andy and I work together. Andy helped me frame the basement when I finish the basement.
Pour that in the glass.
Fortunately, when we got to the bar, he pretty much let me handle that myself.
Watch this pour. You're going to be impressed. Oh, no.
Too much.
Too much.
Too many parts. Okay, I hope we didn't need a garnish on that because I poured it a little
Yeah,
bit
we
heavy.
need a garnish on that. Here.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Just suck a little off of there.
Must be
It's all right.
It's fruity.
It's all right. No, that actually is really good.
Twist your lemon so it releases the oil into the cocktail.
I like how you instruct me as if I've done this
I'm sorry.
kind of thing.
Okay, I'm sorry. Now, your viewers might not understand the importance of twisting the rind.
So then you just drop the
Yeah,
rind.
drop it in there. When you
I
twist
don't know if I
it,
like that tone.
you twist it. Oil actually releases. What? Expresses. It expresses. Okay, so you're using like
so
some
we've
fancy,
got like effervescence
fancy
in there.
terminology over
Effervescence
here.
in there now.
Some fancy terminology. Okay, now you can drink this with or without a straw.
We're drinking with a straw.
And you already tasted
Yeah,
it.
let Shauna try it. I like that one. I'm going to say she's going to say that's probably a thumb and a half. She's not going to go 2 thumbs until we get. We're coming into 2 thumb territory.
So
I really like it.
here comes
It's
the
a
butt.
Little bit too much lemon.
Does it make your palate feel dry?
No, it makes me pucker up.
Well, I mean, it was a lot of lemon. This was a full bottle when we started.
It's really good though.
Okay.
Have I told you how much we enjoy having you on the show, Andy?
Never. Now, right here, Harvey Wall, banger, Cosmo, slow, comfortable screw, slow gin fizz. Okay? All wonderful cocktails. All of them. Okay, we're moving on to a very simple drink.
Are you ready for the good stuff?
Yeah, we're gonna make it in a tall glass. Fill it with ice.
Phil?
Fill it with ice. Such a simple drink, but again, the quality of the ingredient. This is a tequila sunrise. Almost everybody knows what a tequila sunrise is. Tequila, orange juice, and grenadine, okay? But if you want a really good one, you might want to use an añejo tequila, not El Toro. Here you go. What's that? De Leon, okay. So, you know, how many ever parts you want there.
Well, it's got to fit in the glass. Don't make this difficult.
All right. If it were me, it would be a 2-ounce pour.
Okay, that's what we're going to do. If it don't fit,
It'll fit.
if the drink don't fit,
Never mind. Never mind. Is that 2 ounces? All right. Look at that. See, that's a very nice color also. That's what a añejo tequila
that's
looks
a
like.
very nice tequila, especially for cocktails.
It is. Now, what we didn't get into is some of these back here, which are kind of pricey.
Those aren't cocktail tequilas.
Okay. So now, put orange juice in there.
And we got to leave room for the
Because you're going to
sunrise,
drizzle grenadine.
the sunrise.
And the grenadine will settle to the bottom of the drink. Keep on going. There you go. Perfect. Now, grenadine, and go slow with this. You could either use like a.
Now, do you float this?
Well, no. You're going to go slow though, because pour it out here so they can see it. Like, there's a specific gravity of a grenadine is heavier than the rest of this stuff. It'll go right to the bottom of the glass. Keep going. You want that to come up Keep coming up about at least a half inch in the bottom. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous?
Gorgeous.
That's a gorgeous drink.
Gorgeous.
Straw, because you want to taste the grenadine through the cocktail.
We'll just let Shauna drink that.
Sure. Tequila sunrise. It's another tequila sunrise. Wait, this might not make it back to our display.
There's a good chance it's not, because we're in the good part for her now, I think. This could be like a thumb and 3/4.
5
Five
thumbs. She's
thumbs. Now put it back.
she's a misbuilt unit. 5 thumbs.
She likes it. So what are you up to here?
We're now up to the...
Harvey?
Did we start with Harvey?
I moved them.
No, you moved him. Harvey Wallbanger.
No.
Harvey Wallbanger.
Banger!
Cosmopolitan. Slow Comfortable Screw. Slow Gin Fizz. Tequila Sunrise.
There you go.
And we are a little over halfway through the cocktail list.
Okay. How are we doing on time?
Time is
Oh,
time.
okay. I didn't know if we were under time
No,
constraint.
time is time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, sports fans and music lovers, we're going to make a martini. Now, there are so many different ways that people make martinis. This is how I learned it from that old fellow I was telling you about that I mentored with, that worked at the Biltmore in Dayton, Ohio. What we're going to do is we have a chilled martini glass in here. As I understand it, that was important to this guy, so it's important to me. Ice up to about there.
Crushed?
No. We have enough ice?
Well, we have more. I don't know that I have enough here, though. No, I do not.
Well, you can put crushed in there if you want.
No, she's on her way.
Okay.
Look, she'll be back in
All right.
2 shakes of a little gin screw.
And what James Bond way?
In
Shaken,
the
not
meantime,
stirred?
I'm going to have a little sip of my bourbon.
Shaken, not stirred, right? Is that
Shaken, not stirred.
shaken? We're gonna ours is gonna swill.
I can hear the assistant up in the kitchen filling my ice container.
Yep. Yeah.
So, of all the cocktails so far, is there anything you guys have had? Anything you think maybe you'd like to try? It looks good.
And you have to admit they're beautiful.
And Shauna will be right back behind the screen to let us know what you guys are telling us.
Yeah. These are all beautiful, beautiful cocktails. Oh, presentation. That brings to mind presentation. Because that's very important when a cocktail hits the table or the bar. Wow, that looks good. Hopefully it tastes good. Probably will. All right. Martinis are always a double. Okay, so a double in Ohio. Did we talk about this already?
We have not.
Okay.
I don't believe.
A shot of whiskey in the United States, which is different from other countries,
Is it different than a part?
It's an ounce and a half. In the U.S., a shot is considered an ounce and a half by most standards, okay? Across the country, ounce and a half is a shot. So a martini is made with a double shot.
So 3 ounces.
3 ounces of gin.
Shauna, did you know
Oh,
that?
no. I didn't bring olives.
Oh, no.
You have, okay. Okay, yeah, I might have screwed up. Are they Spanish? Doesn't really matter.
3 ounces.
Yeah, and so it doesn't matter if we're in a vodka martini or a gin martini. We got to do this up here though. There's a reason we're putting this up here.
Okay.
Hold on a minute. Okay. 3 ounces. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, do we have dry vermouth?
I don't know, Andy.
Oh.
Did you tell me we needed that?
We need dry vermouth.
Hard to find good help.
I'm sorry.
I don't know if I have.
We'll be right back. Nope, that's not it. Well, we might have screwed the pooch on this one, folks. Hey, Shauna. Be like Mark.
So, like Chris was asking what you should have on hand.
Yeah, Chris. Hey, do you have any dry vermouth?
All I have is
That's okay. We'll make that work. Sean is going upstairs to get dry vermouth. That's not it. That's a premix.
I think you gave that to me.
I never would have given
I'm
you.
pretty sure you gave
I
that
would have
to
never
me.
given you a premix.
I think it was. I not only.
You're
I think
full
it
of-
was a Christmas gift. You were like,
I would have never given you a premix anything.
Probably you told Diana, give that to the cars. Give that to the cars.
My wife's name is Diana. And she wouldn't do that either. Is that dry vermouth? Well, that's sweet vermouth. Yeah, we. Okay.
Okay, so pretend it's driver.
It ain't gonna work. This
Okay.
martini's gonna taste like.
Like what, Andy? Okay, well, we're just gonna have to not have it.
All right, I'll explain to you. As we were going through this, you'll notice that the condensation has come up on that glass considerably. Now, let's get this. I'm sorry. I brought some of the ingredients, and I overlooked bringing dry vermouth. Chilled glass. What we would do here is we would pour the dry vermouth in this glass, okay? And then we would just coat the inside of the glass.
So you're probably putting a very small amount of dry vermouth in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then anything left you dump out. 3 olives on a pick, please, sir. Apologize for this, folks.
Andy. Can't believe it.
I know.
We had a planning meeting on the phone. Had this all worked out.
Lay that right across the side. No, down in, down. Now what we're going to do. So we're going to assume that this glass has been rinsed with dry vermouth.
Dry vermouth.
We're going to pour the gin over the olives. To get the oil off the olive into the drink.
So you've already taught me something. I didn't know that's how you had
Yeah.
to do that.
And in the meantime, while this mulling cup has been sitting there with ice melting into the gin,
Kind of cut it down a little bit.
it'll cut it down. And then with that amount of dry vermouth that would have been in that drink, this would be one of the smoothest martinis you would ever drink.
My guess is with botanist gin, Shauna will still drink that.
The key is, would you glue those on there or what?
Really? Really?
The key is, you got to do an olive before you take your first hit. So even without the vermouth.
Still fabulous.
So I have to say, Jaden would like to try tequila sunrise. He loves tequila. Becky said all of these drinks are beautiful, look so yummy. Next time she's here, she wants tequila sunrise.
I'm not sure that Becky's ready for a tequila sunrise.
Yes.
Becky, should we show some video footage?
All right, but anyway, the dry vermouth gin typically, and the olive has kind of almost a metallic, braxish kind of flavor, but the dry vermouth is what cuts that out of the martini, and it just goes down almost like you're drinking water.
So to make that dirty,
Just add
Just add the brine.
just off the olive, off
We
the.
actually have some olive brine.
Oh no, no.
I just said,
No, I got schooled on that. And here's the deal. He gave it to us, but we're not ever supposed to use it.
I did not give
Beth
you
gave it to us.
You're supposed to
Bam!
go with it.
Anyway,
in your face.
Josh said, Mom said they all look very pretty. Josh said, doing good, always serving cocktails with a bar napkin, part of the presentation. Guys. Chris says olive and dried vermouth, got it, and taking his list. Becky said, no video.
All right.
So, okay.
Now
so
we're moving
I
on.
It's a great video, really.
All
It
right.
is.
I haven't seen it, right?
You have not.
All right. Friends,
And
countrymen, ladies and gentlemen, mommies and daddies, sports fans and music lovers, we're up to the,
drink you've all been waiting for.
no, we're up to a very special drink, the Cask 529 Manhattan.
That's the drink we've all been waiting for.
This is an extraordinary drink. May I have that mulling cup, please? Thank you, sir. And you want to get out your pen and paper for this.
Great.
After this one.
Okay.
I need a little water. Oh, I know where that is. I am going to rinse this out because we're going from gin to bourbon.
Guys, after this cocktail, we still have 2 remaining after this one. Sean is going to start the raffle. We can get the ball rolling on the shaker set.
Okay, so how do you want to do this? Ounces or parts?
I would like to have ounces.
We're doing ounces.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to start with we're going to make a bourbon Manhattan. Cask 529 is
Gas
bourbon.
529 Bourbon Manhattan.
Well,
yeah.
do you want to do bourbon or rye?
I've never had it in rye. That was never.
We're going with bourbon. All right,
Woodford Bourbon. You like Woodford
Woodford bourbon.
Okay.
Woodford. So let's go with 2 ounces.
You hear that?
Boy,
It's not like a brand new,
that's a neck pour.
brand new bottle.
That's a neck
I
pour.
bet she's not going to care.
That's a neck pour, buddy.
There's one thing about Shauna. If it says Woodford on it,
I'm in. She's in.
it
We're
doesn't
in.
matter.
All right.
2 ounces.
2
Woodford.
ounces.
Bourbon of choice, but Woodford makes this cocktail fabulous.
Yeah, it does. Now, we're going to do 1 part or 1 ounce of simple syrup. Secret ingredients coming up, folks. Secret.
This is another one of those ingredients that you can't find locally. We used to order it online. We found a place up on the lake, a couple places actually, that we can get our hands on it. So,
All right. This ingredient is Amaro. Amaro, made by Averna. Averna Amaro is one of the finest Italian liquors you can experience. And we're going to use this instead of sweet vermouth. And we're going to use a lot of it. We're going to use 2 parts of bourbon, 1 part simple syrup, 1 part Amaro, Averna Amaro. Yummy!
this is the best Manhattan.
Cask 529 Manhattan.
Okay. So now you got your Averna in there.
Yeah.
You got your bourbon in there.
Yeah.
You got your simple syrup.
Yeah.
Now we need some bitters.
4 or 5 squirts of orange
Bitters.
Angostura bitters.
Okay.
Cocktail glass, highball glass. Highball glass. You can serve it up. If you wanted to serve it up, you would toss some ice in there, shake it, strain it, and serve it in a cordial glass or a martini glass. Typically a Manhattan is served up, but They've learned to like it the other way. Mine, that's a big cube. All right. Then you can just swirl that around in there. How am I doing?
Fabulous.
There you go. Oh, wait.
But wait,
Bada bings.
there's more.
Got to have the bada bings.
So now Andy would put like 3 of these on here.
Yeah. Hey, let's get the stems off of there. So, is the stem off of that one? Pardon my reach.
I got it.
Oh, you got it? All right.
We'll do 2.
Okay. The reason I like 3 is that I like to chew on one before having a couple swigs off the cocktail. There you go. Look at that. Look at it. I mean, that right there is pretty. Wait,
And we haven't even got to the drink
we
yet.
haven't got to the good stuff yet. All right. There you go, my friend.
With your cocktails.
Hang on 1 second, Andy.
All right.
We have to rearrange cocktails.
Is this better? Is that better?
That's better.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Tom says cheese.
Was that it?
Cheers to you, Tater.
Was there any left?
There's a hair in there. It won't fit
What
in.
kind of hair?
Probably shouldn't get into those kind of specifics.
Oh, that would fit.
I don't think it would have.
All right. So, now here's the thing. Some people would call that a black Manhattan. And if you wanted strictly a black Manhattan, you would put very little simple syrup, or in some cases, no simple syrup. So you just get that bourbon and that Amaro, that Averna hit.
And I would say if you make that cocktail the way we just went over it, and it's too sweet, or I don't think anybody's going to say it's not sweet enough, play with that simple syrup. Take a little bit of it out, put a little more in if you think you need more. But Sean and I actually have that 1 ounce of simple syrup down to about a half an ounce. But we started like this and we really liked it. But as we drank it,
Sure.
we were like, yeah, it's
You
a
can
little
back
bit
it up
too
so you
sweet.
can so you can taste the bourbon more.
Yeah. Yep.
But and I'm we're not gonna let Shauna sample it because
It'll be gone.
but she
Look at her,
she
look
drank-
at her.
she- okay.
Look at the disappointment on her face.
Here you go. Oh my
That was
God.
almost like a guy that offers you a pour of King George Scotch and then dumps it down the drain before he lets you taste it.
My word. That is a wonderful, wonderful cocktail. Isn't it? Look, so where should we put this, Shauna? Is this going to work for here for now? All right.
I am going to go.
Are all these are okay? I just want to make sure that that the viewers are able to see this gorgeous assortment.
Everything's still on.
Yes, everything's.
Yeah, we're good to about here.
You have to admit that this is
It's a good looking lineup.
beautiful lineup.
It's
of
not
cocktails.
the typical lineup that's on this bar top. We've never had a lineup that looked like this on this bar top.
Ah.
Not all at one time.
Okay, so now we're going to move on. Oh, you'd given away something.
Yep.
The cocktail kit. So I raffle. I just said that wrong. It's in the.
Yeah, you said I raffle. I don't think there's any I
No,
on it,
sorry.
right?
Exclamation point raffle.
Okay. Exclamation point raffle. You get entered for the cocktail shaker kit. Shauna said she put that in the comment box, so if I was too slow in pronouncing it, check the comments. Okay, Andy.
Yes, sir.
Been a fabulous cocktail evening so far. But wait, there's more.
Going to make an old fashioned. Can I move? Should I move this a little bit?
Yeah, that'll go down that way a little bit.
How are we doing there? Okay. Again, you can make this cocktail either with rye or bourbon. So why don't we do it with your favorite rye?
Why don't we?
Why don't we? And,
We're going to use a close to my favorite rye.
oh, you out of your favorite rye?
No,
Oh, you just don't.
just not going to make cocktails out of it.
All right. Because you like to just drink it. You drink it.
So we're going to make this out of Russell's Reserve single barrel rye, which is not a shabby rye at all. I made one of these one night for Shauna and I and used Wild Turkey rare breed rye, which was out of this world, but not really a cocktail bottle.
Can we back up to the martini real quick?
Sure.
Is it 2 parts, a half a part, and 2 parts
3 ounces.
martini?
3 ounces of gin
3 ounces
or vodka.
vodka?
Because that'll actually come within about 5/8 of an inch to the top of a martini glass, which means you're not likely to spill it. You know, to be.
So beforehand, you would put your dry vermouth in there.
Yeah.
What would you put, about an ounce in there, Andy, or do you even need that much?
Not even that much, because
half
all you're doing is
swirl it around,
is coating the inside of the
cut
glass.
the inside, then dump the excess out.
Yep.
And then you put your olives in there.
And pour the gin
that
has been resting in the ice over the top, ultra smooth. You got to be careful because it'll hit you quick. 3 ounces of gin.
Yeah,
going down that quick.
And you know what? That was really smooth.
Yeah, without the vermouth.
Yeah.
Years ago, there used to be a lot of businessmen, lawyers, and professionals would have what was called the 2 martini lunch, and then they wouldn't go back to work. Okay.
I can see that.
Yeah. All right. So, are we moving on to the
Yep.
old fashioned? Okay, old fashioned.
Don't forget to get registered, guys. Exclamation point raffle. Old fashioned.
Old fashioned. Highball glass. We're going to make this with rye tonight. And we're going to do 2 parts, 3 ounces. 3 ounces of rye.
Let me get a cube.
Got to put the cube in there. Yeah.
What seems to be the problem, Andy?
No problem.
I sense
And
that.
this is the old version. This is like the 30s, 40 version of an old fashioned. I mentioned at the top of the segment that there have been variations of this through the decades, but this is you're going to taste the whiskey in this drink. Yeah, you might not go whole.
I'll go half.
Yeah.
Doing a 2.5 ounce.
Okay. And then maybe an ounce of simple syrup.
Simple syrup.
Yeah. What they used to use was sugar cubes. And then, you stir it till the sugar cube was dissolved, and then that made the drink sweet. Much easier with simple syrup, which you make.
How much this did you say?
An ounce. Maybe less. The taste.
We're going to do 3/4 of an ounce.
And then we're going to go with the regular Angostura bitters.
What do you recommend in there, Andy? Couple shakes, 3 shakes?
Just stir it. Oh, 3. We don't have any swizzles. Don't have a swizzle. Here, stir it with this. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Can you see that? Can you see the
I can see it.
what's that called? What's that called? There's a term for that. When it walks down the side, the legs. Can you see the legs going down the side of the? They're called legs. They're called legs. When you see that Angostura, the legs go down the side of the glass. Oh. There you go. Get your orange peel. Orange peel that is the right size on this cocktail is about as long as a dollar bill. What are you, locked up here or what? What are you doing?
Guys, disregard Andy. 50 stirs in an old fashioned. 50 stirs.
Where'd you come up with that?
50 stirs.
Where'd you come up with that?
Common knowledge. Everybody knows that.
All right, get one of those out. Common knowledge, 50 stores.
Stores. Not store. You can't put a whole store in
Let
there.
me smell that. I'm going to smell that. You get that, no, a peel. One of those guys. Long one. There you go. Drop that in there.
You want me to do anything fancy with it?
No, you just drop it in there.
I don't know that it'll fit if I
No, around the edge of the glass. Open it up. Open it up.
I said, you want me to do anything fancy with it?
It's not
you
fancy.
drop
Just
it
open
in
it
there.
up. Leave some of it out.
Perhaps.
Not that much.
I'm going to...
He's rubbing the glass with.
You can't get good help, guys. You can't get good help. There, Andy.
Oh, buddy.
There.
Oh, buddy.
Just put it in there.
You first.
Like it's poison.
That is going to be delightful. Absolutely
That
delightful.
rye,
Oh, trust me.
cut back a hair with that.
Oh,
simple
with the
syrup.
simple syrup, because we're simple-minded people.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Mm-hmm. No, let's just keep it here.
No,
I can't reach the napkin.
we're sending that over to you. You're going to love that.
That is
An
that's-
old-fashioned.
That's an awesome old
That's an
fashioned.
old-fashioned.
Call that a classical fashion.
Okay, we'll call
Yeah.
it a classic
Put
old-fashioned.
classic on there
Yeah, and it's so simple. You know? Well, here,
because
okay.
we're simple minded.
We got to set this over here with the display.
Did you want to try that?
Yeah, I am going to try that. I'm
Okay.
smelling the
It's
orange
good.
first. I'm getting the essence of the expressiveness of the orange.
That's because I laid that peel across the glass while you're getting a good.
See, and that's the point. You gotta enjoy your cocktail. You gotta enjoy the essence and everything that enhances.
Yeah. And they're even better when somebody's not telling you how to enjoy it.
Oh my. That'll make you slap your grandma. Woo!
What did my grandma ever do to you?
Boom, baby. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, sports fans, and music lovers, mommies and daddies, we're up to our last cocktail this evening, and this is the feature cocktail. Tell them a little bit about this.
This is
how you were
the-
introduced to this. You did it.
So this is the Ron Zacapa Daiquiri. Andy and his wife had an event at their house
Show 'em the
that
bottle.
my wife was invited to. This is Ron Zacapa rum. It's a dark rum. What's the 23? That's just... Sure, there's a significance to that. Do you know it?
No, I don't.
Okay. Anyway,
But explain. It's not dark rum like Myers rum.
no.
Okay. It's almost like the difference between an añejo tequila and Patron, or
Exactly,
white
yeah.
rum
This
versus
is-
an amber,
is a-
darker rum.
I guess if there was a
It's more flavorful.
classic dark rum, this isn't a gimmick dark rum. It's a classic dark rum. Anyway, this bottle of rum goes for, in Ohio, 40 and some change, $42, $43, somewhere right in that area.
It's worth it.
Um,
It's worth it.
this daiquiri is, it's so simple to make, and it's awesome.
Now,
It's awesome. Now you will get some cold hands making it, unless you have a double wall shaker, which Andy has all the best toys. I'm gonna have a little taste of that since you're not letting me proceed here.
I'm sorry. I'm just showing him the stuff.
Okay, crushed ice. We mentioned earlier.
Critical.
We have to have crushed ice.
All right, but we're going to put the ingredients. We're going to put the ingredients in first. Then we're going to add
That's
the ice.
right. You're right.
Going to put the ingredients in
Sorry,
first.
I
So
got ahead of myself.
it's going to be like 3 ounces, 2 parts.
3 ounces.
And
3
your-
ounces. We're not doing
Yeah,
parts.
and your
We're doing
and your bar is 3
Here's
ounces.
the thing about ounces, Andy. An ounce will be an ounce tomorrow, will be an ounce the next day, where your parts aren't even the same from drink to drink.
Parts are subjective.
So-
How big you want your parts?
So we're going to go with ounces.
You know, some people want a bigger part.
3 ounces, guys. 3 ounces. 2
What was that?
ounces.
That was 2.
Yes.
Why don't you do 1.5 ounces twice?
Why would I when it goes to 2?
See, it's all get there, same result, different way, different road. Okay,
Okay. Ron Zacapa.
1 part, simple syrup. Now, here's the thing. We got to talk about this for a minute. We're going to do equal parts of lime juice and lime juice is a critical component in a daiquiri. Okay, and I might add these are all fresh. Bryan squozed the fruit. He squozed them for the show tonight.
I did.
So we're going to balance the lime juice with the simple syrup. Now, if you want it more citrusy, duh.
Are you going to try this drink?
Oh, can I?
Sure. So I think it's important that you know that what I did was I actually stomped the limes.
Oh, no.
How many ounces of this do you want?
Well, let's just do equal parts.
Okay, so 3.
No, 1.5 ounces of simple syrup, 1.5 ounces
Okay.
of lime juice. But you can tilt that either way. If you want it sweeter, more simple syrup. If you want it more citrusy, more lime juice. Duh. Here's your lime juice.
Because it's green.
Yeah, well, it's color-coded bottles and bottle tops.
Hey.
Hey, you're a professional, man.
Between Cask
You professional.
529 and your guidance,
You a professional.
I mean, we're on it.
On it like a
Okay.
rat on a Cheeto.
Ounce
Okay.
and a half fresh squeezed lime juice. Not only is it fresh squeezed, Andy made me strain it.
Oh, yeah, because, I don't know, I mean, pulp. Some people are okay with pulp.
I thought you might want to chew your.
That's exactly the point. But I've never heard anybody complain about there's no pulp in my drink.
That's true.
Crushed ice. And you want to cover,
Cover.
enough crushed ice,
Cover.
you
Coverage.
cover all the liquid in there.
Coverage.
Critical point. So how much ever liquid is in there, you cover it. Did I say you got to cover the liquid?
Couple times.
Get rid of this. Get rid of this. This is the piece de resistance. I wish you could taste this through the camera. So we were recently up at their palatial estate on Lake Erie, and he didn't have a double-walled shaker,
We did not,
and he was whining like a little baby because his
Because-
hands were so cold.
because I had not whined enough like Andy apparently had at some point to get a double wall. Are you happy with that?
Yeah, that's good. Good. Now here's the key. Gotta shake it for 1 minute. Stand by. It's not going to be cold.
It's a lot of shaking.
It's a whole lot of shaking. A whole lot of shaking.
If it wasn't copyrighted, we'd cue the whole lot
Are
of
you
shaking.
ready? Go. You got to shake it around your head too. Shake it down here. Shake it down there. Go down here. Down
I
here.
can't get down there.
Shake it down there.
Get down there.
Now shake it down there. 15 seconds.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
20.
We'll be like WWF. We're going to tag out here.
Move it away from you.
30. You want
Sorry,
me,
guys, if that was in the
you want me
microphone.
to do it?
I got it. I got it. You just look pretty. Tell bad jokes.
You know what? I have been pretty tame this evening. When I could have gone the other way.
So Jaden said his favorite part of margarita is the little burst from the lime pulp. That's just him though.
He likes pulp.
Who said that?
Jaden.
Time. They unscrew the cap. Get your martini glass over there. Your stemware. Napkin. Really, you're covering up the drinks? Oh, come on, man. Come on. Your presentation sucks. All right.
Really? You're going to be angry like that?
Okay, right there.
This have been chilled? We have another
No.
chilled one.
Watch this. Watch this. It's exactly how it's supposed to look. Frothy, opaque.
Is it going to do tricks?
Keep going, keep going, keep going. Almost perfect.
There it is. A Ronzacapa
Lime.
daiquiri.
Hang some lime on the edge of the glass.
This thing, guys, is
Best daiquiri you'll ever have.
prior to being introduced to this, I only knew a daiquiri as a frozen mess. Not the case with this thing.
Again, hanging the fruit on the rim of the glass, you'll get the fragrance coming off of that. And this is so cold right now.
What do you think temperature that is, Andy?
32 degrees.
Giving everybody one more minute to.
1 more minute to register. Exclamation point raffle.
You love it?
I love it. That thing is so good.
Good, yeah.
He's poured it in.
Yeah. I mean, you can even drink it out of a Glencairn.
So, isn't that a beautiful display of cocktails?
It is.
So which one's your favorite?
My favorite?
Yep.
It's a toss-up between the Manhattan and the daiquiri for me.
So,
But I like all of them. I mean,
Is
I
it-
really like all of them.
is it Jaden? Jaden asked something earlier, and I said when we got to the last drink,
The rum drink.
I was going to explain something, and I don't remember what that was. I remember I was going to do it.
Jaden, are you still there?
I don't remember what it was. I think Sean is searching back through comments right now.
We'll get there.
I don't know, Andy. Do you have a go-to cocktail when you're not drinking Bullet Orange?
Yeah, and a lot of people are going to throw down on me for that too.
What, the Bullet
The
Orange?
bullet orange, yeah, but
No, probably not near as many as would with the ice.
Closing the entries and picking the winner.
Manhattan.
Manhattan.
Yeah.
Chris Sandifer.
Chris won?
Yep.
Chris, congratulations. You have a cocktail shaker set coming your way.
If Chris could either inbox or email us with his address, because I'm shipping it.
Yeah, we don't actually have that in-house, Chris. We're getting that, and we were going to have it direct shipped. Didn't realize that it would be somebody so close to home. But if you would maybe hit me with my inbox on Facebook with your address, that way we can get that shipped right out to you. Congratulations, too, by the way. That looks like a really nice set.
You know what we're missing?
What, sir?
People to drink these cocktails.
We are. It's going to be a long evening. You know,
Beautiful.
you believe I couldn't get anybody?
Do you believe that beautiful lineup?
Oh, it's gorgeous. There are
Somebody thought that through.
What do you think if we were in a bar?
Yeah.
How much money would we have sitting there?
Oh,
All of it.
north of $150. We've got 8 cocktails out there.
Yeah, I'm thinking we'd have about 170, 165, 170. And that might be light.
Well, and it depends on the bar and what,
Yeah.
and what they tend to pour, what they tend to use.
What they use.
But if they're using all high quality, expensive labels, get out your wallet. But it's worth it. It's worth it. A good cocktail is worth the price.
It really is.
A well-made cocktail.
And I think that's a very good point, because just because, I don't hear me, but because, and then fashion or patent, whatever, whiskey, they want to use.
Oh, the speed rail, yeah.
Have it.
Oh, sure.
So here's the one that really gets you when you're paying top dollar for a cocktail. Most recently, I don't remember where Sean and I were at, but we each ordered old fashions. So it came in a glass like this, and it had a big cube in there like we use, and it had almost enough old fashioned to cover the bottom of the glass. And that was probably a $15 or $16 cocktail, and it was enough to almost wet your whistle.
So let's talk about that for a minute, because we've been to some restaurants where we, like I would order, if I just Jack Daniels and diet or whatever, or just Jack Daniels on the rocks, and they'll pour this pitiful,
Yep.
and I'm thinking, I would pay for a better shot.
Yeah, if I got to pay more, let me know.
And I said
Let me know.
I said that to the bartender, and she said, "Yeah, but most people won't." I said, "Oh, wait a minute." And so then, I ordered a double the next time, and that kind of got to where, I thought it should be. So she makes a good point.
Well, she does, but
some people won't spend the money.
Because here's the thing: if you're going into a bar and you're ordering a cocktail such as one of these, you're not a kid, probably.
Probably not.
And you're expecting to pay. You're expecting to get a drink, and you expect it's going to cost you.
Yeah. And there's also this whole presentation and the show, of a bartender making this stuff. There's entertainment. Cocktailing is also, kind of an entertainment event.
Yep.
So there's that.
I feel like you could make anything an entertainment event, though, Andy.
I could pour a can of Sprite, and we'll see.
Be entertaining.
Nah, I doubt it. But look, this is gorgeous. I mean, look, this is just gorgeous.
Tammy wanted to know where Mike was. I said he got grounded tonight.
Yeah, Tammy, Mike is, I guess maybe Mike has overindulged. No, I don't. Seriously. I think they just had too many chores going on tonight. And the show wasn't Mike's show.
There goes
he was going to be here.
There goes the old fashioned.
But I was told today that they weren't going to be able to make it. So, and Mark has been out of town on business all week and wasn't getting home to the airport until just about showtime. So, we thought we were going to have plenty of people here to drink all these cocktails.
You did?
We did. We really did.
You did?
Yeah. So now it's us.
Now you have to drink.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Rex might help us.
My God.
My God. My God.
I'd be in the bag just drinking the Cosmo or that.
I've seen you in the bag with less than that.
Buddy, have a drink. But
I think I'm going to.
I have to tell you something.
Yeah.
In my mind, putting this array together, I didn't know that it was going to be this beautiful.
I hadn't put any thought into what the presentation was going to look like, but it's a great looking bunch of cocktails.
Really, I could say the Manhattan and the Old Fashions more of a winter cocktail.
Really?
I mean, I'll drink them all year round.
Okay.
But the other ones, they're beautiful. Just had summer started yesterday. These are beautiful summer.
They are.
They are. And I this is something right here that I would drink pretty frequently. Honestly, it's the that good.
It is very good.
Yeah.
Shauna can't. We need to play with the simple syrup
The
lime
citrus
juice.
eats my mouth.
Yeah.
Well,
She
that's
just
no good.
doesn't do well with citrus inside her mouth.
Yeah, that's no good.
But
So stay away from that.
Andy, I want to thank you for
Oh, my pleasure.
doing this show
Thank you
with
for
us.
having me.
As always, we always have a great time.
Maybe we'll come back and do something like dessert cocktails.
Oh,
You know?
sign me up. Sign me
Yeah.
up.
Can we have some espresso martinis?
Of course. I was thinking stuff more like Golden Cadillac, Brandy Alexander's, Grasshoppers, stuff like that. But yeah, we can do those too.
Golden Cadillac.
Well, actually, Josh mentioned that grasshopper was mentioned.
No, that's a dessert. That's a dessert cocktail.
So we didn't specify these were.
No,
beer.
wait. Let me qualify that because there's two ways to make a grasshopper. One way, my favorite way, is to make it with ice cream, and it's more like a minty milkshake. All right. The other way, you serve in like a cordial stemware cordial glass, and it's more liquidy. No, I like the ice cream version.
Yep.
With
You
a
just
little
did that.
nurdle of whipped cream on top. You
A
know,
nurdle?
Nurdle in a straw.
Oh, Nurdle.
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 Yeah.
That sounds like
Chris said he needed some clips from the movie.
cocktail.
And I said, not to mention some more action with the shaker cups.
Yeah. Hey, I did the whole cup spin thing at the beginning.
Yeah.
I mean, that was classic.
See,
I almost nailed
You
it.
know what would have made it better is if you had been wearing something low cut with some cleavage.
Hey, what are you trying to
With
say,
some
Andy?
cleavage.
You think cleavage? You think my cleavage would sell? I don't think so.
Moobs.
Moves.
Moobs.
Okay, guys. Anyway, enough of the bad jokes for everybody. We'll spare you. Andy, thank you again. We enjoyed it.
Welcome.
And these are great cocktails.
They're going to go to waste.
They're not going to go to waste.
You cannot drink these tonight, guys. You won't get up. You're going to really, you're just going to have a few sips off of them, right?
Just a few sips.
Okay.
Yeah, just a few sips.
Don't forget to sip off the Harvey Walt here and the slow, comfortable screw, okay?
Okay.
Because they go hand in hand.
Shauna, did you have any parting words for us?
We will have to drink some because we have to do it after live show.
Yeah.
Was it a kind of a review?
I mean,
That's kind of like an after hours.
An epilogue or
Yeah,
after hours?
This is the shit show after
Wait
the
a minute.
shit show.
Wait a minute. Where's this after hours show shot?
Right here.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
Not there.
in a more intimate setting.
No.
You know.
Well, you have to remember, normally Mike is here.
normally Mike's just stuffing his face.
Mike's stuffing his face.
We love Mike.
Fumbling around
I
behind
know
the
Mike.
bar.
He's a sweetheart. Love the guy.
He is. He's a good guy. And our viewers love him.
I know.
Clearly, everybody's wanting to know where Mike's
Where
at.
the hell's Mike? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed.
I mean, you guys are okay, but where's Mike? Okay, guys, thank you, as always, for joining us. Thanks for watching. Have any questions, hit us up in the comments. Hit that like button if you haven't already. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Do that. We're inching ever so slowly closer to 1,000 subscribers, where we will have a live show and give away several Ohio distillery bottles.
Tell your friends and neighbors.
Tell your friends and neighbors. Thanks, Andy.
Thank you.
Okay, we're signing off. That's it. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night. Thanks, Andy. Again, that was awesome.